Is Marvel going to cancel Ant-Man 3 or not? There's been rumors on both sides, so I'm going to look at what people are talking about, and we're going to talk about the latest rumors and what does this mean for that character. Now, I don't think I need to say it, but I guess I will in case there's new people here. Ant-Man, I like those movies. They're not my favorite. They're right around in the middle, and I'm just like, you know what? They're good at what they do, but it doesn't seem like they're anybody's favorite films, right? Other than my wife, that's like her favorite MCU films. Don't question it. And honestly, I can see why people like them, right? They're different from the rest of them. They're more unique. They're more comedic, so I can see why people like these films. We got Ant-Man 1, and then quickly they got Ant-Man 2 out, but then there's been no news on Ant-Man 3. Obviously, Paul Rudd was like, hey, if you guys want that third movie, maybe you should have let them know, right? And we're just like, oh no, oh god, no. And then there were some reports that were like, hey, look, the movie's not happening, or it's gonna be on permanent hold till they figure out what to do with it. Now, I feel like this is kind of a obvious statement, but I think they're just going by what they think is happening. And you have to kind of look at the reality of this, right? Between the second and third Thor movie, there was a substantial gap of time. Between the two Doctor Strange movies, substantial gap. The Guardians films, substantial gap. This is just due to the nature of how many franchises are currently going on. They have to wrap up certain ones, they have to set up new ones, they have to, get through the midway point of some of them. So things are always changing, but they want to keep people entertained by offering new things, right? Because you don't just want to stick to the same old thing, right? If they wanted to guarantee money, they could be like Iron Man 4, 5, and 6, Captain America 4, 5, and 6, more Thor, but they don't want that. So Ant-Man, it's an interesting one, right? Because you don't need to toss this movie out there right away. Maybe you wait 4 or 5 years to put it out there. Once you establish some of the other characters and you can have more crossover. And honestly, that seems like a smart idea to me, and I don't think it's canceled. I know that's what people are trying to spin it as, but realistically, they want to finish this trilogy. They set up a lot of elements in the first 2 films that haven't been concluded yet. Maybe they can cross them over somewhere else and finish them up, but it just doesn't seem likely, right? And if they don't do the film, they would still have to pay out some of the contracts for being signed up for a trilogy. So they would kind of lose on that end. So to me personally, I don't feel like it's canceled. I feel like it's just kind of on back burner. And I think that's what a lot of people should understand from this. So it will happen eventually.